Hey everyone, welcome to this episode. This is actually a disclaimer that I recorded after the fact of recording the video, but I got a little confused on where I was in this walkthrough, and just really quick to talk about this. I know this is going to timestamp this video, but at the time of recording this 100% walkthrough, I am also doing a full live stream event of Sekiro, and I was a little confused of where I was in each journey, and I thought I was a little bit further back on this journey than I really was. So there's going to be some commentating in this video that you're going to be like, wait, we already did that. What are you talking about it? So I do apologize for that confusion. However, the base of the video is really meant for prepping and fighting the apparition enemies, the Shichimen Warrior and also the Headless, which we do. However, a lot of my commentary is based on part 10 of this walkthrough and not part 11. So I do apologize for that confusion, but after we finish this video, we're going to move on to the next part of the series in the right chronological order. So stay tuned and thanks for understanding. What's up everyone, welcome back to more of the walkthrough. Now you can see I started off in a different place than we ended the last video. I just went back to the dilapidated temple to make sure I got a couple different items, so make sure that you do. You should have the purple gourd, you should have the pacifying agent and the divine confetti, along with the phoenix umbrella. Another thing that you want to make sure that you have is the malcontent ring. So we're going to go do some apparition hunting before we finish up the Fountainhead Palace, which really should not take us that long. So again, make sure that you have these items. Now I have quite a bit of divine confetti. There's 16 in my inventory, 5 that I could hold. There's 28 of pacifying agents and 5 of these. This is plenty for what we're going to do. If not, if you don't have that many, those many divine confetti, certainly come over to this guy. He sells them now. They are 300 cent a pop, so I may need to do a little bit of farming.
Until next time.
But with that said, let's go do some apparition hunting. First and foremost, we are going to go after the Shichimen Warrior, one of these. There should be 3 of them. 2 that we could access pretty early here, and then 1 is going to be on the other side of the Fountainhead Palace. So we want to make sure that we of course do that. So this guy, he's all ready to go. Now, he should be pretty easy. So I got the malcontent ring. That was on the last episode with the one Shichimen Warrior. That's really important to fight the Headless in our tactic here. This one, we're just going to get the Ceremonial Dagger, which we'll be using a little bit later on. To start things off, let's put on an Akko Sugar, divine confetti, and I like using the purple gourd. And we should be able to clap him pretty good. And just like that, he's done. First round. Now, what he'll do is he'll disappear after he deflects your attack and appear on the other side. Use your umbrella to deflect. Okay, deflect that beam and kind of do the same thing, but the moment he deflects your attack, he disappears and will be on the other side. Deflect. Make sure, where is he? Make sure that you keep an eye on your terror buildup. If you get hit, don't worry about it. Go heal up. Now that should be it. Oh, alright. The other thing is make sure that you have your Divine Confetti on. He's going to go to the other side over here. I'm going to see if I can make him jump in the air a little bit. So this is all his attacks do. There, he jumps a little bit. We want him up high in the air, and then we could jump up and do a death blow, like we saw in the last one. He'll throw these balls of terror out. He'll try to chase you with them. And then he'll develop the terror around him into these very large balls of terror that will chase you around. I think it's wild. We could end this anytime. I just want to show you what he does. And that's pretty much it. Like he'll throw these big balls of terror at you. Just run away, and he'll shoot the little ones at you. That's it. Let's finish him up. He only seems to do the big beam, laser beam, when he's gonna teleport, or like right after he teleports away from you, so you don't have to really worry about that. Ceremonial Tanto, dagger with a stark white blade and hilt, converts vitality into spirit emblems. Resting replenishes a charge. Originally, this Tanto was used in a ritual offering to the dragon, in which an emblem would be cut from one's own life force and set adrift on the Fountainhead waters. The blade is inscribed with its true name, Devoted Soul. Right, we'll get the some of the goodies around the arena. So I'll show you what that dagger does real quick. So as you can see, I got 20 spirit emblems ready to use. Let me go to full health quick. Alright, so we're at full health, and if you need spirit emblems, or if you know you're going to be using a lot of spirit emblems, like for a boss per se, or maybe you use them up trying to get to a boss, and then all of a sudden you're going to need a few more for whatever reason, you could come over here, use the Tanto, and it takes half of your health, which is the downside, but if you look to the bottom right, it says plus 5 spirit emblems. So you could use this to gain additional spirit emblems, and sometimes it's very useful, especially if you're going to be going through your spirit emblems, or if you need them in a pinch. But just remember that you do take damage from using it. I think, let me just make sure. There was another, yep, item over here. Got that pacifying agent. This, just to put in perspective of where we are, if we go this way, goes to the abandoned dungeon. We want to go back out here, back to the idol, and we're going to go to some other areas to get the apparition. So Shichimen Warriors are pretty much done. There's 3, 2 of which we've already killed, and then 1 is in Fountainhead. So we don't really have to worry about that. But now we're going to go after the, let's see, where is he? What's the best way? Staircase? Underbridge. We're going to go after the Headless. Now, one of the reasons why I left these bosses for now, like almost towards the end of your playthrough, the items that they have aren't very that useful until the end of the game. So we talked about the Ceremonial Dagger. You could get that one pretty early. You could beat that Shichimen Warrior pretty early to get this, and this could be useful throughout your playthrough. However, if you were struggling that much, 5 spirit emblems and then losing half health probably isn't going to make things better for you. But you could certainly do that. The other one was the Malcontent Ring. You can't really use that until the end of the game anyway when you go through most of the upgrades. So that's kind of a waste to go kill that Shichimen Warrior. The Headless, they drop these items that can be used in place of your candies, right? Your sugars. So they drop, each one of these drop, like you could see, I already got this one from one of the Headless, but Akko Sugar, Ungo, Gaku, Gashin, and Yoshiriko, they all drop the Spirit Fall version of these. So not only you could use sugar, but these are kind of amplified, right? So they do use 3 spirit emblems to use, and you can only use 1 at a time. Of course, they don't stack, but it does, like this one per se, will greatly increase your attack power. However, your max vitality and posture will be like halved or even less than half. So, like I said, I don't know if they're very useful. The only 2 that I could say could be useful is the Goken's version of the Spirit Fall and the Gashin. Just because, you know, for me, my play style, I like the Gashin Sugar for the stealth aspect, and Goken's if you're having trouble with your posture. They could be certainly useful. However, you won't have a lot of the items needed to almost guarantee a win against these things. They're very tough early on, and without the setup that we have, will make these fights, you know, they'll make them almost impossible. So, for the Headless, we are going to use the Malcontent Ring. We're going to start things off just like this. This is fine. We won't really need the umbrella. That doesn't really do anything for this particular fight. But the Malcontent Ring, absolutely. So make sure to have that on. We could use it a few times against this guy. So again, before we jump down there, we are going to use Akko Sugar. And, oh, I got stuck on that. See, one use of it makes him almost, it kind of almost prevents him from even moving. And that should be it. And we got the Akko Spirit Fall. Alright, now I absolutely know I made that look easy, and you may not be having that kind of luck. So the next one, I'll try to demonstrate or let him go through his attack patterns and things like that, but quite frankly, by doing so, it's very risky, and it might be tough for me to showcase everything that he does. Just to show you where we are here, if we go back out here, this leads out to Senpo Temple to the Demon Bell. So we were here previously. The other good thing about this portion is if you take that path that I just showed you to get to that Headless, if you want to come up and farm, if you don't have this already, or if you want to start like New Game Plus and then decide you want to make the game harder, you could come up here real quick before you even fight bosses. You will have to fight the Chained Ogre first, though, to open the path, but other than that, you could ring this bell and, you know, make the game much harder right from the very beginning. So, Alright, let's go to the next location for our Headless. Now, this Headless is down here under Shrine Valley. This one I'll try to let him go a little bit, just to showcase what his attacks are for you, but quite frankly, what we just did is what we've been prepping for, right? We've been prepping with all of the prosthetic tools, the latent abilities, the items needed to do what we did. That's what we've been trying to get this entire time. So, well, why not use it? So we're going to go out this way. Now, what he does, if you're having trouble with Headless, if you could get close to him, you definitely need Divine Confetti to really damage him. Excuse me. I don't think you could really damage him without Divine Confetti. So make sure you have enough to get through that. This one we're just going to go around, and we're going to dive down here. Yeah, he puts this kind of fog around him that prevents you from moving very well, so you're almost going to be walking. It's very cold, obviously, as an apparition. But again, the Malcontent Ring is really going to destroy him. You could also use some Mortal Draw, but as you saw, just swinging away at him is enough. Okay, if you can't stagger him, then I would say once you start seeing him swinging his sword around in a big circle ready to hit you, just jump away or try to deflect and get away. These areas, he doesn't move extremely fast, but he can teleport. If he teleports, you want to get out of the way very quickly, especially if you saw the kanji symbol. If the kanji symbol lights up, that means he's going to do a deadly attack, and you're going to be either dead or very, very close to death. So let's see. All right, I'm going to go in with just minimal stuff on, just so we can see. I'm not going to go in with the Akko Sugar, but see, if I come up, it's very slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, see how he swings his sword? Now he'll disappear. Now he'll appear behind you. Just jump out of the way. You could jump in, try to deflect. Where the umbrella comes in is if you're not good at deflecting this guy, because it still gives terror, you want to use the umbrella. So actually, let me showcase that. So since we're not going to be using the Malcontent Ring. Now, once he's behind you, jump out of the way. Hit him a bunch. I'll see. So that umbrella you won't take any damage. Oh, got him. Kind of. Yeah, let's get the first phase. You won't take any terror damage. So that could be useful. As you can see, I deflect, and I still took some damage. Terror damage. He hasn't done the kanji. If you time that umbrella attack, you could use it as a deflect. He's gonna pop up behind me. You could also use... let me get out of the way. I'm gonna get terror. Let me see. Yeah. See, I don't have my confetti on, so hitting him is kind of a waste. And his reach is ridiculous right now. Oh. Try to just get out of the way, and that's it. That's all this thing does, really. Now, he does this... Sometimes he does this huge belly flop when you're really far. Maybe I could get him to do it. Oh, no. And he does the hair thing, which we should all know that. The belly flop, he does once in a while for me. It's hard to get him to do it, but usually you have to be at a medium to long distance range from him. But this guy, you get the Goken's Spirit Fall. And that's it for this dude. So I'm glad I was able to showcase a little bit of what he does, but all the Headless do the same exact thing. And these are kind of your mini-bosses or optional mini-bosses in the game where, you know, if you want a little bit of, I would say challenge, but they're not very challenging if you have these items. Alright, let's go back to the idol. And like I said, the items that they drop really aren't, you know, game-breaking. They're not something that could really help you through your journey. I tend to not even use them most of the time, other than the Ceremonial Dagger, and then obviously we've been using the Malcontent Ring. The Malcontent Ring is part of our major strategy for one of the last optional bosses, probably for me, the toughest boss in the game. So it is part of that strategy. Alright, so we got that one. Let's go to the old grave. Or did we already kill this one? I don't remember. I want to first apologize because right now I'm going through a couple different playthroughs of Sekiro. Currently I'm doing a live stream of Sekiro, and I'm getting this walkthrough that I'm doing at the same time of the live stream confused of where we are in our journey, but so if I make some mistakes, I do apologize. Now this, I think he's still there. Headless is still there. He sees us. The only things that we could use, so we got to take this off, we can only use these two items. Now, you could kind of cheese it in the beginning, and while you're up above the water, maybe put on, you know, your Divine Confetti, maybe put on your Akko Sugar and then go in and start smacking them. But you don't need your Divine Confetti for this guy. You can't use prosthetic tools down here. So, don't even worry about that. But for now, let's use this. Oh, and what we're going to do is we're just going to circle around and then dart forward. So if you hit the circle button, you kind of do this dart, and then before you slow down, if you hit the attack button, just, you know, you'll dart forward into them, into that, like, leaping attack. We want to stay about medium range, because and just keep on circling him when he does this with his little hair follicles. That's the attack that we want him to use, where he spits out, like, the terror water. And then just take your time. This is all it is. Circle around, circle around. And we got to get him to a point. Try not to attack him while he's doing the hair follicles. There we go. Oop. And back out. One hit, then back out. Oop. Sometimes you could get a second hit, but I'm mistiming that. That's why I'm not darting into him. But he's already half health. When he does that move, you could... His kanji move, right? His perilous attack move. Just get out of the way, and you could go in and get a bunch of hits on him. See, don't go in too long because of that reason, as you just saw. Oh. Yeah, he played me that time. Alright. And we probably only have 1 or 2 more hits. And there we go. And that's it. That's all this fight is. The underwater guys are, to me, much easier. And for this one, we get the Ungo's Spirit Fall. And a bunch of coin purses. I thought there was one more item, yep. Okay, so this guy is gone, and we'll warp on out. Alright, now for the last one that we could do. So let's make sure. We should have 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need the green one. But there is another one. Where is that one? Oh, there is one. There is a headless in the Fountainhead Palace, but we are going to go back to the Hidden Forest. Alright, now there is one down here, so we're going to jump on down. And since I've already shown you guys how to do the, you know, I kind of showcased everything that the Headless can do. Nothing changes with this one. The hardest part about this particular fight is the space that you have. There's some ledges here. There's some roots that you could kind of get hung up on. But we're just going to go in... Oh. Shit, hit the wrong thing. That's alright. I don't need that many. That was wonderful. Good start, good start. But we're going to put all this stuff back on. Pacifying Agent and Divine Confetti. We'll use the Malcontent Ring. And then that's it. We're just going to go in and clap this guy as fast as we can. Now, out of... Yeah, I'm not going to use... I was going to use the Spirit Fall just because, but I need to make sure we have enough Spirit Emblems. Keep on attacking until you see you kind of stagger them. Yeah, the 10th, usually around the 10th, 10th hit, that's it. And now we got the Gashin Sugar. Now, a lot of you could be going, oh, well, yeah, you're making it look easy. Listen, if you followed the guide and did what I was doing, you would find this very easy too, just because it took a lot of prep. Got the items we needed, got the, you know, all the different things that we need, the prosthetic tools, the latent skills, all led up to this. Plus, don't forget, our attack power is 11 with vitality 19. So we are much, much stronger than you would be if you tried to fight this thing earlier. So we are good there now. Headless. I believe all the headless are gone except for the one that we can't get to in the Fountainhead Palace, which we are going to continue on next. All right, so we're gonna close out the episode. This was a short one just to show you guys how to take down the Shichimen Warriors and then the Headless. But in the next episode, we'll continue on and finish up with the Divine Dragon, and then start our descent through the rest of Ashina. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and hope this helped you guys out.